Hello and welcome to revision classes on television. Today, we will be having a session in mathematics. Our guide is Samuel Nnebife, and our focus today is coordinates geometry, a theory exercise from the 2018 SSCE.
We take example 1. Find the equation of the line passes through the point of and -4, -7. This is the two coordinate. Solution. Coordinate is 2, 5, and the second coordinate is -4 and -7. Inside the first coordinate, we have S1, and then we have Y1. Inside the second coordinate, we have S2 and Y2. And then you can't find the equation of a straight line here. You have to find the distance, rather, you find the what? The gradient. Look at the formula here. So we need to find the gradient. If we are looking for the gradient, you use gradient formula. Now, equals to S2 is what? Y2 is -7, and the minus Y1 is 5 over. Then S2 is -4. Then minus S1 is 2. That will give us -7 minus 5 will give us -12. Then -4 minus 2 will give us -6. Then -12 divided by -6 will give us 2. So my gradient is 2. We have my gradient as 2. Now the equation of a straight line, y minus y1 equals to m bracket s minus s1. Now y is not given. We are not using the second coordinate. We are using the first coordinate. So y is not given, and y1 is 5 equals to the m is given as 2. S, there's no s. S1 is 2. Now y minus 5, you open the bracket. 2 times s is 2s. Then 2 times -2 will give us -4. You collect like terms, or we make y change your subject formula. Y is equals to 2s minus 4. This is -5 crossing the sign of equation becomes +5. So y becomes 2s minus 4 plus 5 will give us +1. So this is the equation of a straight line. If we want to find the gradient from the equation, the gradient from the equation is the coefficient of s, and the coefficient of s here is 2, and that's what we have as the gradient, or call it the slope. we take example 2. The graph of y equals to 2p s square minus p square s minus 14 passes through their point. The point is 3, 10. Find the value of p. Solution. The first coordinate is given as 3 and 10. Means that S, we have S1 as 3. And then Y1 as 10. Then the equation given to us is Y equals to 2p S square minus p square S minus 14. Now the value of Y is given as 10. That is 10 equals to 2p S is given as 3. That is substitution. 3 raised to power 2 minus p square S is 3 minus 14. This is just substitution. So I have 10, bring down the 10. 3 raised to power 2 is 9. 9 times 2, 18. 18, then p. Minus 3 times here will give us minus 3p square minus 14. So the same thing as 18p minus 3p square minus 14 equals to 10. They are the same. So to make it a quadratic equation, bring down this minus 3p square plus 18p minus 14 equals to 0. Minus 3p square plus 18p minus 14. This 10 will cross here, become minus equals to 0. So minus 3p plus 18p minus 14 minus 10 will give us minus 24 equals to 0. Now, the best thing, I have negative sign and there is square here. So I want to divide both sides by the coefficient of that p square to free the p square. Now divide by minus 3. If you divide by minus 3, that minus 3p square over minus 3 plus 18p over minus 3 minus 224 over minus 3 equals to 0. You divide. Minus 3 divided by minus 3 will give us p square. Plus minus is minus. Then 3 divided by 18 is 6. Minus minus is plus. 3 divided by 24 is 8. Equals to 0. Now, this is what we call quadratic equation. In quadratic equation, we have 3 methods of solving quadratic equation. Using the completing the square method, or you use factorization method, or use general formula called almighty formula. So, but because of time, we are going to use factorization method. In factorization method, using method, the p square minus 6p plus 8 equals to 0. In factorization method, you think of a number. When you multiply together, you have 8. And when you add it up, you get minus 6. So I'm thinking of a number minus 2 and minus 4. Because minus 2 times minus 4 will give us plus 8. That is plus 8. And then minus 2 plus minus 4. Minus 2 minus plus is minus 4. We have minus 6, and that is minus 6. So the two factors I have is minus 2 and minus 4. So I want to remove this center and substitute the value I have. Then I want to call them P and P. Then P square minus 2P minus 4P plus 8 equals to 0. At bracket D, bracket this side and then this side. What is the common factor? What is the figure you can see here and also here? Is P. Then take P out. P divided by P. There's P square here. And we are taking one P out. There's another P out. That is P minus 2. Then bring down the minus here. What is the common factor 4 and 8? That is the factor, the common factor. Is 4 because 4 can divide 4, 4 can divide 8. Now, taking 4 out, 4 divided by 4, you have P. And minus inside plus is minus. So minus plus is minus. Then 4 divided by 8 is 2 equals to 0. These two brackets must be equal. Now, I want to take the P outside minus the one the other side. Then this and this you take 1. That P minus 2 equals to 0. We have two equations here. In quadratic equation, you must the answer must be 2. So P minus 4 equals to 0, or P minus 2 equals to 0. You collect lifetime here to find P. So P is equals to 0 plus 4, because minus is minus 4, crossing the sign becomes plus. So P is equals to what? 4. Here, P minus 2 equals to 0. That means P equals to 0 plus 2, because minus 2 cross here becomes 2. So P is equals to 2. Now the question is, find the values of P. So the values of P here, the values of P is 4 and 2. These are the points of P. The two lines, 3y minus 2s equals to 21. And the second line, this is the first line, and second line is 4y plus 5s equals to 5, comma. The intercept at the point Q. Find the coordinate. Find the coordinate of Q. Find the coordinate of Q. Solution. The two lines are the first equation and the second equation. The first equation said 3y minus 2s equals to 21. And the second is 4y plus 5s equals to 5. And this will lead us to what we call simultaneous equation. From this simultaneous equation, you are going to find the coordinate of Q. And in solving simultaneous equation, we have three methods as well. The first method is the elimination method. The substitution method, the second. The third is graphical method. But we are going to use elimination method here. In elimination method, you see that the two centers, they are not equal. I want to eliminate the center. If we eliminate this first one, we still come back the same answer. So, but I want to eliminate the center one. But before eliminating the second one, we must make these ones equal. And you can see you have minus 2 and plus 5. So we have to make it equal. How do you make it equal? I want to use 5 to multiply in equation 1. Then use 2, not minus 2. Use 2, the figure, to multiply equation 2. Take it again. To make this center one equal, in elimination method, they must be equal. But in terms of substitution method, you could just make one of the alphabet, change your subject formula. But in elimination, they must be equal. So I want to multiply 5 in equation 1 and then 2 in equation 2. Now, I'm using 5 to multiply all. So 5 times 3y is 15y. 5 times 2 minus 10s. Then 5 times 21 is 105. Then 2 times 4y is 8y. 2 times 5s is plus 10s equals to 2 times 5, 10. You see, they are the same, 10, 10, the same figure. Then eliminate the center one. Now, plus and minus, I want to add. We are adding. 15y plus 8y will give us 23. 23y equals to 105 plus 10 will give us 115. So I want to divide both sides by the coefficient of that s. Now, 2 to 23y equals to 115. Then I divide by 23, divide by 23. So 23 cancels 23, we have y. Then 115 divided by 23 is 5. Because 5 times 23, we have 115. I have to substitute because this is simultaneous equation. Substitute y equals to 5 in equation equation 1. You can substitute in equation 1. I can substitute in equation 2. We get the same answer. Equation 1 says, if you like, use this first one or this. They're all equation 1. So I'm using 3y minus 2s equals to 21. Now, this is y equals to 5. So you substitute. This is 3 times y is 5 minus 2s equals to 21. So 3 times 5 will give us 15 minus 2s equals to 21. So we collect like terms so that minus 2s will come out. Minus 2s is equals to 21. This 15 cross the sign becomes minus 15. Minus s is equals to 21 minus 15. 6. We have 6. Now you divide both sides by what? Minus 2 to get the value of s. Divide by minus 2 or divide by minus 2. So minus 2s is equals to 6. You divide by minus 2, divide by minus 2. Minus 2 cancel minus 2. Then s is equals to 6 divided by minus 2. We have minus 3. So the coordinate, the question is find the coordinate. Therefore, the coordinate of Q is, say the coordinate. This is the coordinate. The coordinate of s and y is equals to, then the coordinate. S is what? Minus 3. Y is what? 5. So this is the coordinate of Q. On this note, we have come to the end of today's class.
You can subscribe to NTA series on YouTube to watch or download past episodes of revision classes on television. That's the much we can take on the program today. Do join us next time for another educating session.